Friends, it's T-Man. We are back with a new video on our good friend I'm Longevity, bro. You know, the longevity guy. Short looks like more like shortgevity, but whatever. Anyways, we're gonna react to his video on longevity. He says longevity training, chaos and compression for motor unit integrity. Okay. Are you training to be good at skateboarding, bicycling, swimming? I know. He's training to be good at jumping around in the park. Get it? Now, if that's something you want to do, then you should train for that. Get it? You understand? I'm trying to explain it to you. But here's the thing. What will make you better at doing these things? Eccentric exercise. Why? Because it's associated with an increase in series, in sarcomere series, and so it'll make you automatically better at doing these movements. So there you go, because it has a longer range of motion. Okay, dude? And that's what you need for a longer range of motion on this fucking planet. All right? Gravitational, whatever. Like what he's doing there. Look how he's bending his leg going down the hill, but you'll see in this video.
Hello everyone, welcome back. May 19th, 2025.
Holy shit, hello, you scared me already. 95, looking like a mummy there, dude, at 60.
Most people train to look good, some train for strength.
I like this. Some people train to look good. They're not training to look good, they're exercising to look, to look good, I guess. So I don't know what's wrong with them to begin with. It's not going to make you look good. It's probably the food that you're eating is causing the problem. If they ate their natural food, probably they wouldn't have to do any of that exercise stuff. Get it? Now, you're training to build muscle. That's totally different. But whatever, okay. Our training, or he says training to be good at doing certain things. Yeah, people train. You have to train. You're not good at doing these things. Get it?
And if you want to move like you're still 20 at age 60, you train the neuromuscular control.
Okay, so if you want to move like you're 20 at 60, then you want to train the neuromuscular control. But if you don't want to move, right, if you don't want to do anything, and let's say you don't do anything, but you still want to move relatively well, well, then you want to cut out the slave food diet, get it? Which is going to affect you, obviously. It's going to affect the way you move, the way you function, move, whatever. So if you cut all that out, you should be fine, technically, get it? Now, if you want to move like a 20-year-old at 60, well, that's a different story. I don't know, man. Then take TRT, do what Tony's doing, possibly taking a testosterone replacement. But remember, there are consequences to pay for everything in life, what you're doing. Get it? So Tony has paid with looking like the mummy from the movie The Mummy, 95 years old.
Let me show you two movements I did today that most people ignore.
Yes.
But they just might save your motor units and maybe your life.
You know, I think it's more better to be, I think people are more interested in attractiveness than this whole movement thing. It's not like you can't move around, and you're not going to be doing any of these things anyways, so whatever. As long as you can walk and function and feed yourself and eat and have sex, that's more important. The most important thing is attractiveness, and Tony is unattractive. You understand me? And this him trying to convince you that these motor units are going to make you live longer, or you're going to get more motor units. You're not going to get anything. You're not going to do anything, stop anything, get anything. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. Now, if you like I said, if you want to jump around like him, all of a sudden he discovered exercise because his doctor gave him some TRT shot. Well, there you go. So if you want to perform like a lot of people that are tricking you online, just do what they're doing. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? Look, if you're trying to use lifting weights to try to change your look, like you're going to look cosmetic, like people on steroids, well, good luck with that. That's never going to really happen. Now, if you want to look like them on steroids, then you're going to have to take steroids to look like that, if that's the look that you are looking for. You understand me? Now, if you just want to build muscle, people say build muscle naturally. Yeah, all muscle is built naturally. It has to be built regardless whether you're taking drugs or not, because drugs, they don't build muscles. Get it? It's very highly regulated. It has to go through something very specific. There's specific adaptations for everything in your body. And steroids, they don't damage muscles for you to grow more muscles, and muscles, they don't grow so easy. They just don't do it. That's why all these people that you see, like him and everybody, just look how skinny he is. There's no muscle on him, nothing. Here's the thing. If these so-called big people, like these bodybuilders or whatever, these people, they're astronomically massive. If you notice how big they get on steroids, they blow up. They're so massive, bro, get it? And you're like, wow, you see some people naturally lifting, right? Even eccentrically, whatever. They're lifting heavy loads and everything. And you're going, wow, they don't look like those big guys. You know, they're so big and bloated and whatever. Well, if that really was sarcomeres in series and in parallel that they grew in their muscles, believe me, they'd be bench pressing like over 2,000 pounds. You understand me? Look, being that size, being over 300 some pounds, you understand me? Like taking steroids, right? Especially taking steroids. So more force production, steroids proliferating, more motor units and muscle. You would be benching as much as them at 400 pounds. You understand me? You understand? Because a lot of it, it's not real. It's fake. It's sarcoplasmic. It isn't based on myofibrillar growth. But whatever, okay? I'm not joking.
Okay,
What
I'm
you're
gonna start right
seeing
here.
here
Yeah?
are called what I call downhill chaos pistol squats. I'm at about a 25 to 30 degree
Yeah, I
slope.
think so.
Yeah. Yeah, his body, he's small. His body weight's very light. It's easy for him to move around with a very light body weight. You know, whatever. Whatever you want to call this.
The ground's unpredictable, uneven, and uncertain.
So, when are you going to do these pistol squats? Ask yourself this question. When are you, any of you, going to do this? Are you doing this? Are you coming out to the park every day? Because I want to do pistol squats down a hill because I have nothing better to do with my fucking life. So I want to do pistol squats. You have to be crazy.
Every rep demands recalculation, and that's the point.
Here's the thing. That is just going to wear out your knee joints. That's just going to destroy your body doing pistol squats. You're better off regenerating your knees, doing specific eccentric exercises to regenerate your muscles and your knees and these joints and ligaments and tendons. They will regenerate it. But this, what he's doing, a partial rep, like the way he's sitting there and going back up and down, is not regenerative. You understand me? It's wearing you out. It's degenerating you.
This is a drill for preserving your gamma motor neurons. These are what control your
This is preserving the gamma neuron, whatever. No, I think it's his TRT that's doing it.
reflexes and keep your muscles constantly ready for action. And your ankle stabilizers and your common drive. That's the brain's ability to send one smooth, synchronized command to all your muscle fibers at once. That's because your
I don't see too many people doing that out there unless they got drunk maybe and they had nothing better to do with themselves. They're going to do these crazy things.
brain has to fire off real-time commands just to keep you upright. This trains what's called adaptive torque. That's your body's ability to resist and redirect force in any direction, not
Right.
just forward and backwards. If you want to stop falling when you're 80, you must train like this when you're 60.
Yeah, you must train like this when you're 60 if you want to be like that when you're 80. But guess what? You're not going to be doing that when you're 80 or 60. You see all those people down there riding their bicycles? They don't want to do any of what you're doing. That's why they're riding their bikes. They get joy out of that. That doesn't give them any joy doing that. That stresses them. You understand me? This is going to stress them. They don't like that. People, you don't know humans, man. They don't like to be stressed. That's why they always take shortcuts. That's why they don't want to build muscle. They don't want to lift eccentrically because it can be stressful for some people. I don't know. It depends, right? They want to do what's easy. You know, full range of motion, whatever, concentric lifting, squeezing, ass cheek squeezing. They want to do these crazy, weird things. They don't want to do anything stressful, whatever. You get the point. And they like to complain a lot because they can't get what they want.
This is more than balance. This is a full system chaos adaptation.
Yes, full system. That's why people complain on their jobs. You know, they complain. Your job is just going to stress you out. It's like, I don't make enough money. Well, then go out and make money. Oh, I don't know how to make money. What do you mean you don't know how to make money? Just follow what other people are doing. Do what they do, and then make money. Get it? It's really simple. If they're making money doing something that's making money, just do what they're doing. Is that so hard to do? See what I mean?
A stress test for your entire motor unit network.
Sure. Stress test. Motor unit network.
Perfect.
Look at those people are laughing at him on the bicycle. They're like, look at this old guy, this mummy.
Now, this is the next exercise. Take a look at this.
Okay.
25 fingertip push-ups, Jack LaLanne style. No knees.
Jack LaLanne style. Fingertip exercises. And you need to do them on your fingertips. Why exactly? Why? See, this is entertainment. Get it? Entertainment. None of you are ever going to do any of these things, man. This is funny. More than 90% of the population, they ain't doing this. They'll watch you, though.
sag, full body tension. On just the tips of my fingers. This is not a chest exercise. This is neurological command.
I love Tony, man. He still thinks he's like, 15 years old. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that, though.
You're seeing me stabilize my spine, control my scapula, and lock my body into a straight line. Using only my digital flexors, that's the deep muscles in your fingertips and forearms, and let you grip and balance with extreme precision to support the load.
Of course, the load. Let's see. What is the load? 95 pounds. Oh, he weighs 95 pounds. What a load. To support the load. Now, if you weigh over 200, how much load are you supporting? Oh, double, if not triple. Okay.
It hits the rotator cuff, the core, the glutes, and every joint in between.
Yeah.
Because it has to. You cannot fake fingertip control. You either have it.
You can fake it. He's faking it at 95 pounds. Now, let's go see somebody that's over 200 pounds do that. See what I'm trying to explain to you? He's faking it, but anyways, whatever. I'm talking about TRT stuff.
Or you don't. This is what most people lose as they age.
Sure.
Not just strength, but signal integrity, control, harmony, precision.
Oh, yeah.
I held on to mine, and this is how. 2 moves, one in chaos and one in compression. Both a test of your motor unit integrity. If you train like this, not...
Who cares, man? Who cares? I want to see what my motor units can do. Well, then take up a sport or skateboarding. Do something that's pleasurable. This isn't pleasurable.
just for muscle, but for neuromuscular coherence.
Look what it's done to him, all this stress. It's aged the shit out of him. He looks like the next mummy.
You don't just age slower, you fight back.
Then, if you age slower, then why do you look 95 at 60?
These movements I'm showing you, they're not...
Why does he look 95 at 60, if that's true? You understand me? The more you do, the more you accelerate aging. That's how it works in life. The more energy you give out, the more you age. You want to steal energy. That's why you want a young girlfriend. You steal her energy. You steal her youth. That's why they always say the old go with the young, and then they steal her youth. You steal her energy, her youth. You understand me? You can absorb energy. I think people don't even understand. You can literally absorb energy and make yourself younger if you understand how it works. That's why I only on my channel, I only ever talk about eccentric exercise. Why? Because if you read science, you can absorb energy. Eccentric exercise absorbs energy. If you're absorbing energy, you're getting younger. You're not getting older. Now, if you give out energy, you'll get older. You understand me? You don't want to give your energy away. That's why you have these people talking about NoFap. What's NoFap all about? People that they want you to retain your semen and all that, so you don't give out energy. Or you have sex with a woman, and before you have an orgasm, retain the semen. What is that all about? That's about absorbing energy, keeping the energy inside. You understand me? Not giving your energy away. The more you give your energy away, you'll look like the mummy, like him. He's given his energy away, and now he looks like the mummy, 95 at 60. And that's what will happen to all of you. Get it? Get
just
it?
workouts.
Get it?
It's built on a scientific framework I spent years developing.
Yeah.
A framework that explains why people lose
He's lying. Years he took developing. He just discovered TRT.
speed, control, and balance, even if they train hard.
Okay.
And why most longevity science is missing the point. As I speak, I'm finalizing my
Longevity science is bullshit. It's just a scheme, a thing to make money. It's marketing, whatever you want to call it. It's to make money. They make these studies, longevity. It's all bullshit. It keeps them busy making money, to make money, to do stuff.
second scientific study. It's called Rethinking Aging, a systemic approach to motor unit preservation and neuromuscular longevity. It introduces
There is no preservation.
a new model I created called the network degradation model.
Look, man, you are not going to function the way you did when you were younger at 60 or any other age. You are going to be the same. Now, I can't tell you if you go to your doctor and they give you a drug and you jump around, well, good luck with that. You will suffer your body will suffer the consequences. If you take an artificial drug and you have a weak body and it's old and it starts forcing and you start forcing it to jump around, do stuff, well, you will pay the consequences down the line like him. He's 95.
showing how localized motor unit loss silently destabilizes your entire movement system. When the paper goes public, it's going to expose exactly why
Yeah, I'm aware of that. If you cut a nerve, you're fucked. You won't be able to move your arm.
strength training isn't enough. AI won't save your coordination, and while you're not training the right way, you're aging faster than you think. Stay tuned.
Yeah, well, if I eat all those supplements you're eating in the sludge food diet, yeah, definitely going to age. And doing those crazy exercises and taking TRT, that's going to age you even faster. That's why you look so aged. TRT ages you. Artificial testosterone will age you because it's oxidation, dude. I guess he doesn't know that yet.
Because my study's going to be published
Sure, yes, they're going to be published soon, your studies. Yes, okay.
soon. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I see you soon in another video.
Yes, 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 Tony. See you in the next one. Good luck with that. Your studies, yes.